It's day 54, and the plan today was going to be to get the Vault-Tec DLC started. But, as you can see that message pointing up right now, there is something much, much more interesting to do that I think I'd rather get started. While we wait for this vertibird, though, let's go ahead and take that level up that I forgot to use yesterday. Yeah, I didn't realize there's actually 4 levels of Critical Banker, but let's go ahead and get that last level of Grim Reaper's Sprint. While waiting for the vertibird, I noticed over here we may have, yeah, we have some raiders. Let's clear the landing zone. Or shoot a shopping cart.
Again, I have survived the hostilities.
Do we have anything worth picking up here? A body and a cart, apparently. While I may be very, very difficult to kill, the vertibird sure isn't, so good to just get that out of the way.
Instruments read all clear. We're green for takeoff.
Apparently I didn't get everyone.
Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting.
But yeah, I can't use my regular guns. This minigun on the side of the vertibird is actually kind of useless. Imagine the settlers will be able to take care of them for us. Well, there we get a bit of a look at our previous handiwork. I wonder if you can actually get back up to the ship, the USS Constitution. So as I've mentioned previously, I've never actually finished the Forville DLC. I think a lot of that has to do with its location on the map. I think it would have been a bit better if they'd put it a little bit more central. It's certainly an area of the map. Well, technically you don't have to come up in this area for the main story at all. And I think there's really only one side quest that leads you up in this area, and it's a bit of an obscure one. As a result, I've always wound up starting it very, very late in my playthrough and, well, never really got around to finishing it. Go ahead and put this vertibird down anywhere, please. You can't actually tell the vertibird to land there. It's not a huge problem. We're pretty close.
Seems like a marvelous invention, don't you think?
The short of it is that this is about as far as I've ever gotten in the DLC, so this is all going to be new for me, and I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing. It's actually quite the opposite. Let's see what the hustings have in store for us, and what exactly a hustings actually is. Guess I don't actually need my gun out in here. I'll buy some more supplies for making drugs.
Welcome back. Are you here for the talk or to buy a souvenir?
Nope, I'm gonna sell you Jet and then use the money to buy more stuff to make Jet.
Let's see what you have.
Make sure to pick up one of the certificates.
Well, that's all my caps cleared out again. I'm guessing that I have to talk to the mayor. So what happens here? Am I supposed to sit down for...
Piss off. I'm working.
Doesn't look like you're working. What a friendly bunch. Let's take this seat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final hustings of the election campaign. Thank you all for coming. I'm sure you're very excited to...
Mr. Sanders, if you please, some of us are very busy and would prefer to get started.
Yes, right. Okay. Well, I thought we could start by outlining our policy positions and then take some questions. As the challenger, would you like to go first, Miss Mackenzie?
That's
Very
awfully
good.
friendly.
As you know, I believe it is time for sensible, forward-thinking policies in Forville. We need to look to the future, not the past. We need to forget about the vault. It's holding this town back.
No
Really?
way!
Sound of
I
that.
love the vault!
I'm sure you all know my positions by now. 4 years ago, you backed me to be your mayor, and I've served to the best of my ability. Community is what's important to me. not dry policy. I want us all to be friends. I want us all to be happy. I want us all to remember the vault.
You
Sanders
tell 'em,
for mayor.
Sanders.
Of course, the vault. When are you going to start making any actual changes in this town and give up on the vault?
There is
The
a
vault is an
whole
important
bunch of
part our
sexual
history and
tension between
culture.
these
The
two.
vault brings us excitement. It brings us wonder. I don't know about all of you, but I don't want that replaced with the dusty, numbers-driven town that Miss Mackenzie envisions.
You
Hell
tell
no.
her, Sanders.
I don't want that.
I know we don't all believe in the vault, but it doesn't have to divide us. It can unite us. There have been a lot of nasty rumors floating around over the course of this campaign, but none of them are true. I love this town. I'm a dedicated mayor, and I want to continue doing my best for the people of this town.
Nice words, Mr. Sanders, but they do not translate into deeds. This town needs someone who will take action and improve the lives of its people.
They're
The
not
vault
really
will
doing all
improve
that
our
bad, to be
lives.
honest.
I've already explained how it gives us a culture and identity, but when it opens, it will bring untold prosperity and shelter. I believe in the vault, and if there's one thing I want in this world, it's for Vault 4 to open.
Words, Mr. Sanders. Nothing more.
Mayor Sanders. Everyone, you have to come outside right away.
What's going on? Is everyone all right?
You have to come outside. It's the vault. It's opening.
It's what? I knew it. I knew I was right.
Who would have thought of all the times that the vault could open?
Hey,
It would
buddy,
be at a time
I
when the
need to talk to
protagonist happened to be
If
here.
you see a crime, report it.
Well, as long as the vault's open, we should probably give them a customary Commonwealth welcome.
I can't believe it. It's really happening. The vault is opening.
After all these years, a lifetime of waiting, the vault is opening.
Well, they don't seem to be armed.
The door's open. I wasn't sure if the mechanism was gonna work after all this time.
Indeed. We should proceed with caution. We do not know what might be outside.
Or what has already walked inside.
I've got my eye on you.
Should probably pay more attention. I mean, I will steal anything that isn't bolted down.
Don't tell him I said that.
What the hell is all this? Mr. Marshall! There are people outside!
People of the vault, we bid you welcome to the town of Fourville. We've waited for this moment for a long time.
Should I get backup, sir?
No, Mr. Marshall. I want to hear what these strange folks have to say. Hello, Fourville. My name is Chuck Nally, overseer of Vault 4. What are you all doing here? The construction out here is extraordinary.
Nally? Did he say his name was Nally? Could it be?
We've been waiting for the vault to open all our lives. We're descended from the people who couldn't get in on the day of the bombs.
This is a truly incredible discovery. Who is your leader, Fourville?
I am Mayor Wayne Sanders. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, Mayor Sanders, come to my office. I'd love to know more about your people.
Thank you. That's a very generous offer. I'll come right away.
Yeah, everyone else run away. Okay, well, while
Not so
you guys
fast.
are,
I can't have people wandering around my vault without asking them a few questions first.
if you'd like.
Sure, ask away.
Thank you for complying. Are you a permanent resident of this Fourville?
No, I'm not.
Looks like you picked a good day to stop by and visit. Do you have any hobbies or pastimes?
I used to, but not anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. We had no idea it was so difficult outside of the vault. And finally, what is your deepest desire? The thing which would make you happiest in life, were you to have it?
Those glasses.
Nah, can't think of anything.
Really? You have everything you want out of life?
Except those
Are
glasses.
you sure?
I don't need anything.
Well, if you say so. Well, it seems like everything is in order. Welcome to Vault 4. If you stay out of trouble, I think you'll be very happy here.
Being the protagonist, I'm naturally invited to go up and speak to the mayor and the overseer of the vault, so let's go do that.
If you need anything, speak to the overseer. If you want to report a crime, speak to one of...
It doesn't appear to be a standard vault, although they don't have anything bolted down. And they're going to regret that. Okay, so we're trying to get up there. Now in a traditional vault... Oh, you're a store.
Hi.
So you're the one
Do
everyone's
you have
talking
things
about.
I can make drugs out
The one
of?
from outside the vault. Can you tell me something? What's it like out there?
Every waking moment is an adventure out there.
Wow. That sounds incredible. You see, I've always been curious about what life was like on the outside, because of a holotape my father gave me. It was by a man, before the war, talking to his family about some sort of bomb shelter they were supposed to go to. They all needed a piece of code to get in. The thing is, he wasn't going to go. He had a place in Vault 4. He recorded the tape and tried to get it to his family, but for some reason it never got to them. Now I have it, and his family never got the code. I always wondered what sort of life they might have had. That gives me an idea. You come and go as you please. Maybe you could find the other tapes?
Are you gonna give me map markers? Yeah, well, I mean, why not?
Of course I'll help you.
Oh, thank you so much! It'll really put my mind at ease to find out what happened to that poor family.
Well, I think you already know. Ooh, I already had a couple of those. We'll see whether or not there's map markers for the rest of them, but
Hi.
first,
Do you have the tapes? Or are you here to trade?
I'm here to trade.
Sure. Let's take a look.
I'm sure I've got something someone like you can use.
Wow, you really, really didn't. So the answer was yes, I can get quest markers to find the other Armstrong holotape. So we'll pick them up at some point. Wow, you guys really need to need to start locking stuff up.
But why can't I stay here with you?
I'm sorry, Laura. Your mom says you have to help her in the lab.
But I don't want to work in the lab. I want to fix stuff like you.
You know your mom wants you to be a scientist, or a real engineer, so you can inspire other little girls.
That looks
fix
useful.
up junk.
But that's not what I want. I want to work with the junk.
I'm sorry, Laura. I can't defy your mom. You're welcome to visit me whenever you want, but I can't train you.
Oh, fine.
Hi there.
Mom says I have to be a
Oh
scientist
my God, that
like
voice.
her when I grow up. But I don't want to do that. It's not fair.
I'm sure it's just the microphone. I'm sure that kid is lovely in person, but wow, I'm gonna have to adjust the audio volume.
Excuse me.
Well, howdy, stranger. Folks around here call me Workshop Willie, on account of the fact that I run this here workshop. And my name is William. What can I do you for?
What do you do around here?
Well,
I do all
actually,
the
I think
fixing
he
and
already
maintenance
answered
work
that.
around the vault. Right now I'm trying to fix an old terminal I found in storage. I think it belonged to the original overseer. I'd love to get into it, but I can't work out what's wrong with it.
Anything I can do to help out?
That depends if you know anything about computers, friend. I'm glad to let you take a look if you want. Here's the password.
I don't need anything.
There's no better feeling than knowing everything is working as it should be.
So I wonder what skills fixing a computer entails. None whatsoever. Science rank, well, I'm pretty sure I have that, don't I? Well, have a quick look through these and give a rundown if there's anything useful. Or I'll realize that it's pages and pages, and I'm sure there's really interesting stuff in here that I'm not going to read. Willie.
I see you got the terminal working. Good job. You might be handier than me. Take these components as thanks. Was there anything else you wanted?
I don't need
Nope.
anything.
There's no better feeling than knowing everything is working as it should be.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we can get up to up here.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
Oh, well, okay then.
Excuse me.
So you're the outsider, eh?
Sure am. I mean, you'd think that'd be kind of obvious.
I can't believe those people were building out there and we had no idea.
I can't believe you had no idea.
Would need the key.
Room 23B key.
So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Beautiful, is it not?
Are you hitting on me?
Oh, good heavens, no. I was simply quoting the most beautiful words ever written in the English language.
Why do you have an
It's
accent?
Shakespeare's 18th sonnet, one of many that he wrote for his lover. It means that so long as there were people alive who could read the words, his lover's beauty would live on forever. Tragically, it is missing from my collection. I fear that I may be the last guardian of these great words. Say, there's a thought. The vault is open now. It's the perfect time to source a copy. What say you? How would you like to earn a little pocket money?
I do a job, I get paid.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. I do love the industrious type. Never work for free. You're worth more than that.
I have some more questions first.
Oh, very well, if it'll set your mind at ease.
Tell me more about this vault.
It is simply a fantastic place to live. Its data archives are filled with historical works, and the library I have accrued is likely the largest in
You
the
mean
entire
inherited?
Commonwealth.
What are you doing with all these books?
Well, then,
I
you
am
know,
studying
reading them.
Shakespeare, of course. I have made it my solemn duty to preserve his magnificent work for future generations to enjoy.
That was all I had.
In that case, perhaps you might do me the honor of answering my question. Will you find my sonnet?
Will you put the location in my Pip-Boy?
Sounds good to me.
Marvelous, simply marvelous. Perhaps you could peruse the local bookstores or libraries. Or maybe you know a fellow bard enthusiast, you might ask.
I do. Oh, well, this is... Well, I was about to say remarkably well stocked, but no. No, it looks like he's only got a couple of pieces of artwork. It's nice, though. You know, it's a cozy little place to hang out. And maybe rob? No? Okay, I'm curious. No? That smokestack just goes up into a bookshelf.
I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey there. Glad to see you drop by. If you need a haircut, I'm your man. For a woman
Not
like
today.
you, I could do it for
Oh,
20K.
damn.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Yep, just me and my trusty scissors.
Looking for a job, if you've got one.
I'm just a humble barber. I cut hair, nothing more. I don't have any work for you.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
All right, you seem like the resourceful type. Maybe I do have a little something I need doing. I have this friend, you see. His name's Duke. I've been trying to get in touch with him for a while now, and I just can't find him. Do you think you could help me out?
The question on everyone's lips is right here.
How do you know anything about the Commonwealth? What have you heard?
We have ways of communicating with the outside. We make it our business to learn everything we
Oh,
can
right.
about the Commonwealth.
They talk with the
But you
people,
don't have to
the
concern yourself with
followers of
that.
the Four.
Can you help me find Duke?
I'll find him for you.
You don't know what a relief this is for me. He's got an apartment in the city. That might be the best place to start.
Okay. Oh, classroom. Let's corrupt some minds.
Hey there.
Look at this, brother! We have a guest in Vault 4!
A guest? I don't think we've ever had a guest before. Maybe they can be useful.
Yes, perhaps they can.
What do you need help with?
It's quite simple, really.
Quite simple indeed.
My brother and I run the Vault School, you see.
I picked that up.
It's a very demanding job.
That it is.
I think you have 4
And
students.
we have to do it with only the bare minimum resources.
The vault really was terrible. Understocked with educational materials.
There are
As my
thousands of
brother
books
indicates,
next door.
We only have a handful of textbooks from which to teach the children.
It's a terrible problem.
Terrible! But for the first time, we are able to correct that. Since you are able to leave the vault as you please, perhaps you could locate further educational materials for us to utilize?
We could pay you, of course.
Yes, of course. What do you say?
Where should I begin?
Local high schools.
The children might be young, but we don't go easy on them.
Okay. I'll help you.
I'm so glad to hear it.
We are both very pleased indeed. The work should begin immediately.
Then it's settled. Bring us educational materials from local high schools, and we shall pay you.
I sure hope that these guys understand that the local currency isn't cash, although caps is not exactly what I'm looking for either. Have this one student who's actually doing work and everyone else is just sort of staring. Wait, where did that come from?
Hey, you! Come here! You're not from the vault, are you? You're from the outside. From the, Commonwealth?
Why do you ask?
As a test. You see, I don't need you to tell me, because I already know where you're from.
No.
How did I know? We've never met before, but I already know where you're from. It's because I know what all the others know. I don't know why, but I'm the only one who knows. None of this is real. It's all just a simulation.
Tell me more.
At last! Someone who understands. Look, the other residents don't believe me because they're programmed not to. They don't know that none of this is real. I don't know why I'm the only one who knows the truth. But I think it might be connected to your arrival. There's a locked door at the end of the residential block. I think that's where they keep the computer banks, which run the entire vault. Investigate it. Find out the truth. Please.
So I'm guessing that he's talking about this door here.
No
Yeah.
way to pick this.
Well, steal key from security.
Don't cause any trouble when you're down here.
Well, he doesn't have one. Vault scientist, okay. Do you have a name?
What's going on?
You look as strung out as he does. Yoink. Oh, dirty water.
Is this worth anything? This world above ground is very confusing.
Nor might look tough, but he's just a big softy, really.
Okay, so this definitely looks like it has religious origins, whatever's going on here. Guessing you're named.
Hey.
Welcome, stranger. It seems fate has brought you into our church today. How can I help you?
What's your movement all about?
We believe that all life in the world was created by the Creator. He defines the paths our lives will take, what we must do, and what others must do to us.
Kinky.
What do I have to do to join your movement?
My friend, you do not join our movement. We are all bound together by the Creator's plan.
What do you do around here?
My lot in life is that I should run this small church. So, I stay here and tend to the needs of those who wander in. Though it seems that the Creator has ordained that few are believers.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Father Benjamin. I tend to this humble church and follow the will of the Creator.
The kid you have
My
the picture
friend,
of up front.
These questions you're asking, they're very strange. Could it be? Could you be the one whose arrival was foretold?
Completely, definitely.
Could you be
100%.
Yeah, that's me.
By the Creator. Could it really be?
Could it not?
There's only one way to know for sure. Over on my lectern there's a book. Bring it to me.
I'll get some for you.
Excellent. Excellent. Please, hurry. It's important.
I was just expecting to see like a pile of books and, you know, he was going to see which one I grabbed and whether or not it was this kid's. Okay, here's a book.
Here you go.
you have the book, then it is true. You are the catalyst.
That's
Only
a pretty
the
low
catalyst could have
bar.
completed such a task.
Really?
The Creator lays down the path of our lives, but it is the catalyst who makes things happen.
Oh my.
This is incredible.
It certainly is. I cannot tell you what an honor it is to meet the Catalyst after all these years of waiting. As servants of the Creator, it is our duty to worship him, and now the vault is open to spread his word to the Commonwealth.
Okay, so it just hit me what's going on here. Now it's going to be that the Catalyst is the one that's going to spend a whole bunch of caps and do a whole bunch of footwork for you. Because I'm the ordained special one.
What do I need to do?
Any church needs funding, and if we're going to expand into the Commonwealth, we'll need a steady supply of these caps I've heard so much
Well,
about.
joke's on you. I don't
if you
carry
can place
any.
donation boxes in local settlements, you'll be doing the church a great service.
All right, I'll do it.
Excellent. Please place them in prominent settlements. Bring me any donations we receive.
Wait. You want me to put these in my settlements? I mean, if it was like Diamond City or something.
I should get going.
Go in peace, my friend.
But yeah, you are not getting money off of... Well, to be honest, I don't really give a damn
Who
about
am
my
I?
settlers.
Why am I here?
So it hits me there's a follower I probably should have grabbed before doing this, but it
Who's
also
hungry?
hits me that I don't have the 100 caps I need to hire him. So I should probably try to gather up 100 caps and pick him up before I... Well, I was about to say before I do any more of these Fortville missions, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm just going to keep plowing through.
Nor might look tough, but he's just a big softy, really.
I imagine you guys have been standing here staring at each other. Thank you for waiting for me before starting your conversation.
Hi.
It's a fine day in Farville. How may I help you?
Tell me more about this vault.
It's so exciting to have Vault 4 open after all these years. I never gave up the belief that it would happen. I'm sure any of our new friends from the Vault would be happy to tell you more about it.
Nothing else for now.
You come back anytime, you hear?
Let me start by welcoming the pair of you to Vault 4. Our home is your home. Any wish you have will be our command. Is there anything we
Really?
can do for you?
Thank you for your hospitality, Overseer Nally.
Please, call me Chuck. Now, is there anything I can do for the pair of you?
Tell me more about this vault.
Vault 4 has been going strong for over 200 years, but we'll have plenty of time to talk about that later.
Excuse me, sir. Might I take a moment to introduce myself?
Ah, yes. This is our AI interface robot. Most of Vault 4's systems are controlled by an artificial intelligence. This Mr. Handy is how we communicate with it.
It's always marvelous to have new guests in the vault.
Nice to meet you.
I do hope you enjoy your stay.
I'm glad to see we're all getting along. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of work to get on with. You have free reign of the vault. I'm sure our residents will be anxious to talk to people from the outside.
Before we head off, I had something I wanted to say. I wanted to do something to thank you for all the work you've done in helping me with my election campaign.
Me
in
or him?
recognition for everything you've done, I'm granting you the right to vote in the elections when the time comes.
I think for the fun of it, I'm going to vote against him.
Don't have the key. Can't pick this.
Just cooked up a batch of omelets in case anyone wants them.
Overseer's eyes only, eh? I don't know why they are keeping that secret. It's also incredibly ambiguous. Ambiguity is not a particularly good thing to have when it comes to, total objectives. So, I got the key putty
Fresh
from
food
down
here.
here. Does he have a key
Humanity has
press, or
fallen
he has a
so
key
since
press? You lack the materials to make a
bombs.
key. What do I need to make a key?
Hi.
Hi there, friend. Need anything fixing?
You're awfully chipper.
Well, why shouldn't I be? I've got my tools, I've got my workshop, and I've got my health. I've got everything I need right here. There's no better feeling than knowing everything is working as it should be.
Okay, so I got a key template. I got the key putty. What else would I need to make a key? I saw something that said key on the... Okay, more key putty. Oh, here we go. Key press operating instructions.
If you need anything, speak to the Overseer. If you want to report a crime, speak to one of us.
Only opens with a key.
Okay, so that's one key print. I thought I already had that. Albeit for a different door.
Out of...
Well, let's see what happens when we open this door at least. You've lived here for 200 years? I mean, I suppose you could have occupants live in a room for that long, but presumably you're missing, you know, other people to have well, let's not ask questions. Or let's ask questions, but let's ask them directly.
Take a seat.
Hey.
I'm awful sorry about the mess. I don't get many visitors, so I don't clean up very often. The others like to
sleep
pretend
really
I don't
weird
live here.
too.
The name's Quinn.
What, did you ask to be locked in here?
Of course not, but I usually have my guests by invitation only. Most don't arrive with keys to my room. Let me guess. Campbell sent you here. He told you this was a control room for some kind of simulation.
Yeah. Something like that.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but all you've got is plain old Quinn. I'm afraid I can't offer you a story as good as that one. But I do have a little one of my own if you're interested.
Let's hear it.
Brace yourself, because this story will chill you to your very core. This all happened a long time ago, so I can't be too sure on the details. But our story takes place far to the west. There, right before there's nothing but open ground for miles, they say a terrible creature lives.
Who is they?
They say that when night falls, you can hear his distant howls echo across the foothills for miles around. If you can hear those howls, then your time is almost up. The creature has spotted you. He grabs men, drags them away to his cave to devour them alive. They call this monster Mr. Abominable.
Is this the part where you admit it's a lie and try teaching some stupid lesson?
I am trying to teach you a lesson. You should never go near the western foothills if you value your life. Let me tell you something. You'd either have to be very brave or very stupid to go after Mr. Abominable.
Well, I'm
I'm
both.
sure he's far too tough for someone like you. Anyway, I've taken up far too much of your time already. I'm sure you've got a lot of work to do and places to be.
And it just immediately says, find Mr. Abominable. So, I'm pretty sure when I interacted with the Overseer's door that it did say that I'd gotten a key template of some sort.
Only opens
I'm going
with
to
a
take one
key.
more look. Well, I gotta say, it's going to kind of bug me that that door isn't opening, but... Well, I'm sure we'll find out later what we have to do to get that door open.
Why, hello there. I'm glad we're getting the chance to talk one-on-one. Welcome to Vault 4. I heard you've been finding it hard to adjust to the post-nuclear life, that you're not finding joy in your life anymore. Might I suggest a new hobby? Take this free gift, courtesy of Vault-Tec. I hope it makes you happy. Welcome home.
So what do you do here?
I'm the Vault 4 AI interface robot. That means if you have any questions, needs, or desires, you can ask me and I'll see what I can do about them.
Tell me more about this vault.
Vault 4 is one of the proudest achievements of Vault-Tec. We have managed to maintain a thriving vault for over 200 years. More than 10 times minimum expectations. By providing for the residents' needs and maintaining the vault's vital systems, I have been able to ensure everyone here is happy and contented at all times.
Why is everyone here so friendly?
Why wouldn't they be? Friendship and camaraderie is essential to a cohesive vault. Here at Vault-Tec, we like to ensure everyone is happy and content at all times.
I've got to get going.
Have a nice day.
I was kind of expecting him to be a little bit more helpful than that. Before we head out and start putting down these quests, let's see if we have any more named characters. I'm guessing the chef will be one of them.
Hey there.
Well, hi there. You must be one of those Forville folks.
Close enough.
You look hungry. Have one of my omelets. You'll love it.
Where are you getting eggs?
Thank you. That's kind of you.
I hope you enjoy it. Here's your omelet, made fresh this morning with the highest quality ingredients. Anything else I can get for you?
Do you run this place by yourself?
Sure do. You know what they say about too many cooks. Now, are you buying or not?
Let's see what you've got.
I'm sure I've got something for that hunger.
Well, he had a lot of stuff that's awfully suspicious for him to have after being in a sealed vault all these years.
Fresh food here.
This stuff will sell. Let's see if we can start checking off some of these quests for these guys. I imagine there will be a couple of quests we can do right here in Forville.
Speak to the overseer. If you want to report
So first, let's see if we can find this Duke. I'm guessing he's going to be the one that built a plane underground. Anyone living in Betty's shack these days? Nah. We'll check on the way out. Battle of Forville. Okay. Oh, you're not a Duke.
Hey.
Oh, leave me be.
Well, that wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. So apparently I could have just used map markers to find these two. I thought of that after I came in here, but I wonder what the Father of the Four has to say about what's happened here. Also, why we can hear rain.
Hey there.
Have you pondered our artifacts?
No, to be honest, I
Surely.
really haven't.
They speak to the glory of the Four.
You know, I would have thought you'd be more excited about what's going on.
I should get going.
Until he opens again.
You're a little out of touch, aren't you? Alright, have fun, guys. Now that I have map markers...
Hey, buddy. I need to talk
What was all that about?
The goddamn son of a bitch, Marshall. Him and his damn vault have attracted a gang of raiders who are gonna hit the town. To top it all off, they won't send us a single security officer to help. I need to drum up as many able-bodied residents as possible to drive them off. Can I count on your help?
Sure. Kiri and I are excellent at shooting things.
I hate raiders. I kill them every chance I get.
I feel the same way. Does that mean you're with us?
Bang, bang.
Of course I'll help. Count me in.
All right! We're gonna show those raiders they can't push our town around.
Paperwork, paperwork,
All right, folks. Let's show these raiders they can't mess with Forville and expect to come out on top.
You got it, Mr. Roscoe.
What? This is gonna be fun.
What the fuck was that?
You know what, I should probably just get up there.
Come on, get him down! Gonna fucking pay for that!
Oh, legendary. You're gonna get behind a tree, aren't you? Oh. Well, you certainly picked the wrong place to hide.
Think you get time to reel him in? Are you fucking kidding me?
What the?
Something's broken.
Good result in injury.
I'm guessing that we're actually supposed to wait down there, so they don't just start magically appearing out of this house. Oh, another legendary. Okay, so what's our Ghoul Slayers? I'm gonna quickly get in there and get those other two legendaries, because I'm worried they'll despawn. So, Cunning Metal. Well, probably not, but...
You've got to be joking.
Wait. Oh, I thought that was named. Okay, I'm sure there's... Hey, I'm trying to loot your dead buddies here. Alright, I'm sure there's one more legendary somewhere in this pile. Unless it despawned. I was about to ask why these guys have 2 brass knuckles. That took me a second to think over. I figured as long as there's several stores in here, I might as well pick up literally everything. So I'll waddle back into town now after we talk to Roscoe.
We taught those bastards a lesson they won't soon forget. Good work! They almost caught us with our pants down this time. That won't happen again.
What about the Minutemen? If you join up, we can all help each other against the Raiders.
No offense. I think we've proven we can handle ourselves just fine.
Well, with my help.
Thanks again for your help. You're a damn sight better than those jumpsuit-wearing weirdos.
Well, that's you stocked with all the cheap Raider crap that you could ever want.
Best guns in the Commonwealth sold here.
Where did Curie go? Generally speaking, if you pull out your guns, they come running to your assistance. So where is... She's probably lost. She probably can't find her way up the stairs. There she is.
Hey.
Fire guns from someone who knows how to use them. Me.
I don't think Curie's going to run out of shotgun shells anytime soon. So the marker for learn more about the creator appears to be back in the Forville Vault, so let's go have a peek.
Excuse me, my good fellow. Are you the chap to speak to about engineering problems?
I'm not technically an engineer. I just fix stuff. But I can help you out the best I can.
Not knowing what you're doing has never stopped my people before. It sounds like you're the perfect man for the job. I have a substantial engineering challenge in front of me, and I wish to enlist your help. Here is a list of the items I require. Can you procure them?
My, this is quite a substantial list you've got here. Well, I'm sure I can get some of these things.
Perfect. That's perfect. I shall be back within the week to see how you have progressed.
Excuse me, maybe you could help me out with this?
Sure, although first I'll note I came in here to see whether or not the key press would start working again, and it looks like it did. But I also stumbled into whatever this quest is, so...
What are you looking for?
To be honest, I'm not so sure myself. He's put together quite an extensive list.
Probably should have come to me first.
Stuff I have here, vacuum tubes and duct tape, but some of it is a little more specialized. He wants a military-grade circuit board and duct tape, and something I've never heard of called a super jet booster?
I know what that is. It's called a MacGuffin.
Where can we find one of those?
Maybe in military sites. Look, I can't leave the vault. I have responsibilities here, but I can't just leave that poor man. He needs me. Could you track down the components he needs? I can compensate you for your services.
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
Maybe. He seems to think it's possible, and he seems pretty confident. He wouldn't do it unless he knew what he was doing. Right?
What are you offering exactly?
I was thinking, same as before. I have some bits of scrap I'm sure you can make use of.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
That's a huge relief. It's just the 2 items I need. The military-grade circuit board and the super jet booster, whatever that is. I'd suggest you start by searching military sites for the components.
As he said, I'm sure I can find some of those things. Alright, learn more about the creator. Ah! Okay, so there wasn't actually a whole ton of information in there. But if it wants me to look for clues at the Boston Bugle, I guess I will do just that.
Who am I? Why am I here?
Key in hand, I am going
Wish Norman would pull
to
his weight a little more. Don't tell him I said that.
see about getting into this door. If I pull far enough over, yep, hidden. Don't mind that sound, guys. I'm sure it means nothing. Can I close this door behind me before I get spotted? Ah, they're not going to care. An unlocked safe with a button. Button isn't functioning. Okay. That looks like a door. Looks like I have a new bed. You know, I was kind of expecting to find more than the guy's bedroom in here. I guess I did. I found a suspicious button. I'm sure that button will matter at some point. Well, this is certainly a lovely night. Wonder if Vanilla Fallout has pink skies in the evening, or if this is one of my my many weather mods. It's pretty gorgeous, though. Well, with all of the stuff that I'm able to do in Fourville, at least that I'm aware of, completed, I am going to head towards a settlement. I am carrying perhaps 100 pounds of junk that I've picked up from offloading all the gear that I've picked up over the last couple of days. So I think, oh, jeez, that scared the heck. I literally jumped in my seat.
You should wash your hands after that. It can be unsanitary to handle the deceased.
Before I call it a night, there is a location here that you got to check off in every Fallout 4 run. And it's on the way to the nearest settlement, that being the Kingsport Lighthouse. So let's have a look in the Museum of Witchcraft.
It appears we are not alone.
Yeah, it's a little worrying.
Nice.
Well, I mean, at least it's a gunner. We kill gunners, so we have that in common with whatever that was. Always gotta have
Be
a
careful.
teddy bear
My
sitting around in a
systems
place
are
like this.
Eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
What data are you finding here, Kiri? Okay, well, whatever it is, I
Perhaps
guess
the
he's
tissue sample
fed.
is in order.
Got it.
Well, it was upstairs. Probably shouldn't have out the explosive gun. And while it's dark in here, I'm not inclined to turn my light on. Well, that'd be the hole in the floor that he dropped Buddy through, so whatever it is.
The taxonomy of this is most intriguing. I prefer a whole lot less of that.
Mythic Deathclaw. Well, you okay, Curie? I'm kind of glad he went after you. I'm guessing that I probably could have survived a hit from that thing, but I'm not too unhappy about not having to find out.
Undamaged. What luck.
Yeah, well, Steamer Trunk suggests that I'm at the end. Oh, is that the last of the gunners? Deathclaw eggs. Well, I guess a cracked Deathclaw egg is a good thing.
A nest full of Deathclaw eggs. A dozen, maybe more. Smashed to bits. Except this one. No wonder they wouldn't tell us what was in that case. If I'd known, I would have personally told the gunner bosses and that glorified liquor cabinet Wellingham to take those Diamond City caps and stuff them. I guess we know why that Deathclaw tracked us all the way from Linwoods now. We stole our damn kids. Christ. Maybe if we just return the eggs.
Humanity is so resilient. To
Oh,
life
hey,
despite
Mama.
all of this.
You
It
looking
is
for
the
this?
duty of us all to further that survival.
So, mental note, don't steal Deathclaw eggs, I say after stuffing a Deathclaw egg in my pocket. So do you figure there's going to be a Deathclaw waiting for us on the other side of that door, which I did not expect to open the second I took down the chain? We look okay for the moment. So the Museum of Witchcraft is one of the few moments in Fallout 4 where you actually have a scripted scene. Now, there are plenty of other dungeons in the game that the enemies spawn at specific times, but there aren't a lot of cases where there's, well, I guess what you would call, from a programming standpoint, actors, things that, move around and interact with you, in that case, as you move forward. But set piece moments like that are much, much more difficult in open world games because you don't really know where the character is going to be coming from. You can't script when they're going to show up, what they're going to be armed with, whether or not they're going to have companions. Games like Mass Effect, which do a very good job of pretending to give you a whole heck of a lot of choice, but in reality you don't, are known for their set piece moments, but it's rare to find them in games like the Fallout games just because it's so difficult to anticipate when and what the character is going to be carrying. But it's nice that they go to their way to put in, at least a couple. So it's nice to get the Forville missions rolling again. Got a whole bunch of new missions on the Pip-Boy to tackle tomorrow, as well as a couple other things that'll be nice to get done in the north. Also picked up a Deathclaw egg, which may or may not be a... You guys, you could clean it. Who am I kidding? They're not going to clean it up. He's just more than happy to sleep there with a dead guy underneath it. We'll get up to a whole bunch of those tomorrow, and I will see you then.